Hey there, it's Cassie at One Sweet Shop Crafts. I thought I would show you some of the tags I make. I found the love of collage this year, and it seemed like I went a little collage crazy. I used a lot of craft stock paper, a lot of bits and pieces of maps or book pages, little graphics I'd gotten here or there, little prints I got from Digital Collage Club. I may have some from in here from Antique Papery. I buy all these things on Etsy all the time, it seems. I always have a surplus, so I always have 20 or 30 pages of things printed out. But I thought I'd show you some of them because they're just so pretty. And this is like my newest thing is YouTube's, and I thought I'm going to try and show off some of the stuff I do. Most of these go into Etsy after a while, but some of these have been stored in my tickle box of crafty things for quite a while. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring them out and start making videos of them. These are ones that I made. I thought if someone was doing a botanical journal or something like that, or if someone's doing a journal on animals and things. These are all bees. They could be inside a honeybee journal. I love making journal tags. It's my thing to do sometimes. When I get time, I'll sit and I'll make 20 or 30 journal tags, and it's like I'm on a roll, and all of a sudden it's 4 a.m. So I have to watch what I'm doing. But these ones are made, they're pretty stiff. There's quite a few layers. It looks like this stuff, I may have collaged this first before I put it on here, but I'm not quite certain. I may have done it on the tag itself. It's when I started to make my own tags. And these are actually really, really sturdy. They're not flimsy or anything. This is actually really super strong. And everything's been glued on. This was from Digital Collage Club, and this came from a book. And then, of course, map pieces and another book. I sometimes forget to read my books, so I'm just hoping there's nothing that shouldn't be in there. But I'll find it before I put it somewhere. Live the life you dream of. And yeah, that's such a good saying, right? And this one too, this is pretty little bee there, ready to take off and find a flower. I'm going to start today right here, right where I am. And that's always a good thing. I always like to start my day in a happy little way. But those are 3. I usually make them in sets of 3. I'm going to show you some more, though, because these aren't the only ones I was making. I was making a lot of tags here one day. Some of them I was sewing, and some of them I was not. So these graphics here, I do believe, are from the Digital Collage Club. And I used some burlap in here. I love to use burlap. And then I had cut out some little tiny flowers. This was with my Cuttlebug. And I got these little templates online somewhere. I ordered them. And they came in, and I was trying them out because they're dimensional. So the little hearts actually pop up. I didn't really pop them all up, but they do pop up. So if you wanted to have them stick out a little bit, you could, right? But these would look fantastic in like a flower journal or a botanical journal, or even something that's kind of old-fashioned. Like they're all sewn on the edges. This is a print from I think it was a flower planting book that I found. And this paper behind is actually, I was collaging papers, and I was doing papers that were like 11 by 13 or something. I was doing huge, huge sheets of paper, and I was collaging all the different strips of colors from all sorts of scrapbooks. I was just using up paper one day, but I wanted to ink all the edges where I had torn the paper. And so I inked all the edges as I put them down, and it all turned out beautiful. I love the way. I'm going to do some more this winter. That's kind of my winter work to do. When I get bored, I sit on a weekend, and when I feel like using up 50 glue sticks or whatever, that's what I'll do. I'll just start collaging down paper and things to cut out. So I love that the lady matches the little flowers in here, and each has the same type of thing. And yet there's still some room on here that if you want to embellish with a little bit of lace or a couple buttons or something like that, you can. These are also something that'll be going out. This is a miniature apothecary label. I guess I was printing them very tiny, and so is this one, I do believe. I was printing them very tiny at the time. What else do I have here? Oh, I have these ones. These ones, I was kind of in a yellow mood that day. And I thought, well, I'm going to put some yellow flowers on these, yellow or brown. And I had all of this ruffle. I spent one during COVID. I was having quite a boring day. And I thought, what could I do? And I thought, I have tons of fabric. And I'm going to make strips of ruffle. So that's what I did for about 16 hours. All I did was sew ruffle. And some of it I sewed onto pages. Some of it I put onto tags. Some of it I just left and trimmed things with them later. And some of them I put out, I rolled and I put it out for sale. I think I have some here. Where is it? Yes, I do. I do have a little bit of ruffle. And I put it into little packages like that. So, and I was selling them actually. I had little ball pins on them and it was just so nice. But these have little mulberry flowers. These are also another graphic from the Digital Collage Club. And then another apothecary label. This one has her pretty in her fancy hat, a little butterfly added. They're all sewn around the edges. This one I did a zigzag. I kind of did a straight stitch, and it kind of looks like my machine was skipping a little bit, which just adds a little bit of character to them. Something a little different. Nothing I make is ever perfect. And that's okay too. I don't